What's up, man? Great
to see you. Not good seeing you too, brother.
Thank you,
much
for the time,
man. I appreciate it.
Can we sit down?
Sure.
And really wanted to find out, what got me started on this barbecue trail, man.
So kind of, actually, it started way back in St. Louis, probably about 16 years ago, before we moved up to the Illinois area. We ended up going to a place that sold ribs, and my wife ended up liking them, and she asked me one day, hey, could you cook up something like that? And I sort of kind of got obsessed with it, and it ended up taking me about 3 years until I developed what I have as a product today. And next thing you know, we moved up here. I never really intended it to be a business or anything like that, and we got transferred up here because of my wife, and we ended up, just like most America, things went south with, jobs and, going from six-figure income to $6 income, and it got pretty tough for a while and stuff like that. And I ended up starting a little shack. My mother-in-law and father-in-law believed in me enough to help me out with the little shack.
I didn't know it started. I always thought it started down the block.
No, it started out. We had a little shack that was like 6 foot by 6 foot inside. And,
no way.
Yeah.
Where?
Down in Genoa.
Where in Genoa? We always ride our bikes through.
Yeah, down off 23 down there. In front of a grocery store at the time.
No way.
Yeah.
Like down on the corner,
well, it was right before the corner, like her.
There's that McDonald's on the corner.
Right before that, yeah.
So right before that.
And so we went and did that for a couple of summers, and just to have a little bit of income coming in, and it was really tough trying to find a job here and there, and things. We needed more money inside that, and we got to a point where times were still tough, and we had to figure out what got paid first. Make sure we had food on the table and everything like that. And where we were at, we still kind of stepped back there. The business was nice, but not, we couldn't do anything over the winter or whatnot. And I don't know if you're a man that believes in fate or whatever, but I was sitting at the house one day, and was in where we lived at the time. We never got this paper. It's called Midweek, and it's something they publish in the Cow. And I guess it must have been an off day. Somebody came and delivered it and was new to the route, and they actually delivered it to us. And I went out there and I was looking for a job through the classified ads, and I seen a little place down in the corner, and here in Hinkley. I'm not sure where Hinkley was, and I knew my daughter had a basketball game out here one time. So
you'd never been down there?
No, never, no. And but it was a little turnkey place. I mean, it was really small. It only had like 8 seats in it, and our tax return came up, and I said to my wife, I said, I want to take a chance. And I said, I know we got all these things that we got to pay and this and that. And I told her, I said, I really feel good about this, and I want to go forward with this. And she's like, go for it. And so,
thank God,
yeah. And
we're all lucky.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that. But we ended up getting there. I paid first month, last month, security deposit, and I had enough food for 1 week. And
1 week?
1 week, I had enough food. I figured, okay, if we did this amount, blah blah blah, and we ended up never looking back. And it's been all together. We started in 2009. We moved here 2011, and we've been here for 3 years. And actually, we're going to our 6th year. So yeah, it's been pretty interesting stuff like that. But down there, we was just kind of small down there, and I always tell people we had 8 seats, but if you want to include the bathroom, we had 9 seats. And so
what was the first week? Was it ribs? Was it pork shoulder?
We did pulled pork. We had pretty much, we had I always want to say some kind of like a competition stuff that we had. You got your pulled pork, you got your sausage, you got your brisket, and you got your ribs. And so we had like 4 things on the items on the menu, and we was trying to, because it was really small, and we was trying to be creative as possible. And a little bit, eventually we would like, okay, what else can I do? I got pulled pork, what can I do? So I did, okay, let's do pulled pork tacos, and let's do pulled pork nachos. And so we got a little creative with what we had on hand. And then we started running specials because it was very limited. We couldn't have like, we didn't have the room to store things, so it was very limited. And so we would do a daily special, and then we created like the redneck Reuben, and we started doing corned beef, and people that took off very well.
What were people's reaction like mine was when I tried your hash or?
Yeah, honestly, it was. It was very.
Because people are skeptical.
Oh yeah.
At first, and then they take their first bite in there. what?
Yeah, it's very
they want to talk to you, right?
Yeah, definitely. And it was fun. We had a lot of people that came and really enjoyed it, and they started actually developing a following, you know, and it was kind of nice. And you know, one of the things when we came out this way, I know the town was small, but one of the things I did, I checked on IDOT. I wanted to check to see how many people travel this area. And Highway 30 being a very populated area, we got a lot of people that drive by, and then they, you know,
Lincoln Highway.
Yeah, Lincoln Highway is awesome. And that was one of the things I had in my back pocket. I'm like, it wasn't just like, okay, we're going to go for this, and we're going to be in 2000. And if that was the case, I probably still want to be around. And not that the people don't support me, they come out and stuff like that, but 15% of my business, I would between 15 to 20 is probably local. 80% is everywhere, and they drive from all around.
Yeah, we do. I mean,
yeah, that's awesome. They get on there, they do the ride like
65, 70 miles from here.
Yeah, wow. Wow.
It's no sweat. I mean, we're looking forward to coming out.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
And for me, I mean, I was at Blackberries in Elbert, and I had such a taste for barbecue. I've tried it all over the country, and I think yours is one of the best I've had. I mean,
I really do. I really do.
South, East, West, all the different styles.
And we try hard to maintain that quality and stuff like that. And we, you know, people sometimes don't understand when we saw, but when you start cooking, we start cooking between 8 and 9 to get ready to open by 11. But even in the morning, when we're taking and moving things around, we're putting more stuff on, and there's a certain time that, you know, we're going to be closed by the time you guys get here. And so we, you know, like say for instance with the ribs, we'll start taking call-ins and people placing their orders. And when they place the order, we put more ribs on. And but you know, to replace that, and if there's a time period where it cuts off, we stop. We can't do anymore. We want to maintain that quality of freshness and stuff like that.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people that aren't familiar with barbecue, the really good places, whether you're in Austin or here at your place, sometimes if you get there by noon, sometimes they're sold out.
And you just said it too, at noon. I'm like, you know, at least we push it till 6:30 to 7 sometimes, and we try to stay open until 8 and 9 on Friday and Saturday. And
some of the items are long gone before then too, right?
And
yes, you have to explain to people.
Exactly.
They don't know barbecue.
Some people get in there like, well, why don't you put more on it? It's like, okay, I'm not going in the freezer and pulling something out. It's not, you know, it's not frozen or anything like that, you know, or you know, we you know, like I said, we take pride in what we do, and granted, you know, it's like everything else. Everybody's got their personal tastes and stuff like that. You know, they might like, you know, Kansas City style. They might like you know, Texas or whatever. I mean, we got our own style with a little bit of twist. You know, I do ribs with you know, like if we're gonna dry rub with like a mop, and some people are used to seeing that. They want to see that red sauce in there. You know,
you can taste the mop though.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think it complements it very well.
Like, I don't know what's in there. I haven't, you know, seen it, but I definitely pick up some apple and some other things on it.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, and that's, you know, that's all part of it. You know, we you know, got a couple of varieties of sauces and stuff like that. Always looking forward to making new sauces and stuff like that. You know, and it's always fun. And we end up, you know, we got six sauces I think now, and I think I just came up with another one for the egg rolls. So
I want to buy that buffalo sauce, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll make sure you get some before you leave and stuff, man. That's that's the other one we came up with, and it seems people seem to like it a lot, and we're just going to keep on, you know, pushing forward with everything and trying to make sure we got a couple new items on the menu. And like I said earlier, we had a couple new items that we're trying to put on the menu for springtime and stuff like that. You know, we've been over here at the new building since April of 2014, and we added all our daily specials onto the menu. And I didn't want to overwhelm everybody. I wanted everybody to get acclimated with what we have, and I just want to add a few things here and there. But I really don't want. I'm really big on keeping it simple. I don't want to really overcomplicate the menu and stuff like that. I'm afraid if you start doing that, that's your downfall. You know?
Wise businessman.
I appreciate that. I try to just be, you know, what I don't know. I just look forward to what I like to do and stuff like that. And when I go to the place, you know, I don't want to, like, you know, see 30 different options and confuse myself and stuff like that. So, but you know, I think going forward and stuff like that, you will see a few more items, but we don't want to overcomplicate things.
So I have to tell you that like I was on my way here today. Of course, I was really excited to see you and also meet the food. But I think of myself as part of the South Union Nation.
Oh, I appreciate that. You're definitely a top member there, man.
I wear the t-shirt everywhere.
Oh, I feel like you're wearing.
People are like, "What's that?" Man?
That's awesome.
You know?
I know I had to come out with a different one for the bikes. You know, you put a pig on the bike or something like that. You know, something like that.
So cool.
You know, so.
Well, thank you.
Hey,
very
thank
much.
you, sir. I appreciate it so much. Pleasure every time you come in. I just enjoy it. You know.
All right.
Thank you so much, sir.